It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise, got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with a tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window, watching all the cars go by, roaring as the breeze is blown. A crazy lady living in a bag, eating out of garbage pails, used to be a fag hag, such a dance to tango, skipped the life and dango, a zircon princess seemed to lost her senses. Down at the peep show, watching all the creeps, so she could tell her stories to the girls back home. She went to the city and got so diddy, she had to get a pimp, she couldn't make it on her own. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
My brother's doing bad, stole my mother's TV. Says she watches too much, it's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight. The bill collectors, they ring my phone and scare my wife when I'm not home. Got a bum education, double-digit inflation. Can't take the train to the job, there's a strike at the station. Neon King Kong standing on my back, can't stop to turn around. Broke my sacroiliac, a mid-range migraine, cancer membrane. Sometimes I think I'm going insane, I swear I might hijack a plane. Don't push me, call, I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My son said, Daddy, I don't want to go to school, cause the teacher's a jerk, he must think I'm a fool. And all the kids smoke reefer, I think it'd be cheaper if I just got a job, learn to be a street sweeper. I dance to the beat, shuffle my feet, wear a shirt and tie, and run with the creeps. Cause it's all about money, ain't a damn thing funny. You got to have a con in this land of milk and honey. They pushed that girl in front of the train, took her to the doctor, sewed her arm on again. Stabbed that man right in his heart, gave him a tramp.
Hello, traders. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to episode 101 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. Don't even know how I'm alive right now, but I am. After like a 9-hour or something, 8-hour. I can't even remember how long it lasted yesterday, the stream. I haven't even looked, but here I am. Once again, the markets don't sleep that are crypto, so I don't sleep as much, right? So, do you want to say... I want to, pay my respects to those who lost their lives in 9/11, September 11, 2001, fateful day. I'm sure a lot of you, if you're American, you remember where you were when that happened. I remember I was in 7th grade science class when they put that on the TV. So, yeah, man, it was rough, but definitely want to pay my respects to them. Okay, and that's what that logo is in the. If you look above next to my logo, it's like the logo for 9/11 says never forget. So anyway, not trying to talk about that too much, but Bitcoin still within the parameters of that, descending broadening wedge pattern. Okay, but unfortunately, the alts have continued selling off pretty bad. And it's not correlating so much with Bitcoin price action right now, okay? So they're actually getting hit pretty hard, and we're going to take a look at that today. and discuss where their bottoms might be, because Ripple has already hit 25 cents. That is the lowest low of 2018. We've not seen those prices in a long time. So we're going to discuss what's going on and look at the oscillators, okay? Let's take a look at chat real quick. What's up, Cool Dad, Mr. Cool Dad E, Miss Taxi Driver, Stacking Stoner. What's up, man? Third Eye Trader. B-Slice coming in with the hurricanes. Yeah, we got Hurricane Florence coming in, building strength and warm temperature water. It's got North Carolina in its sights. What's up, Magic the Crackening? Welcome, dude. Good seeing you again. Gotta change the music up. What's up, John Hill? Hello, Mr. Scotsman, Ryler, Greg Morgan. What's up, Wheelo Crypto Man? Hope you're doing well, dude. Hello, Coach K, Ultra Instinct Jesus Man, Crypto Chef One, XLM saying Moon. If that's even a request. What's up, BC Miner? We love you too, man.
XLM/BTC, please and thanks, Pump PDE.
Sure. Crypto Chef, man. Thanks for the $3.33. Repeating, of course. Thanks, man. We appreciate that. Eric Coffeen is here. He is here with his coffee. What's up, Koala Man? Did we unleash the Sword of 1,000 S coins? No, it never came to that. Not yet. Hello, Jeremy Ragsdale. Julia, the Jesus Lady. Welcome. Let's go ahead and just play our Jesus chimes. Probably Jesus peoples. Those who lost their lives on 9/11. All right, pay respects. All right. Good morning, Jeff Boyer. CK&D. Hey, Joseph Valero. Welcome, man. He says the Venezuelan Bolivar is in a better trend than Ethereum. Yeah. And World of Warcraft money is worth more than the Venezuelan Bolivar, so pretty crazy. Hey, Mr. Magoogman. He says, greetings from the mean streets of Los Santos. Sounds scary, man. Good evening, Rasmus, man, from London. Hope you're having a good one. Hey, Bradford, man. Hello, Mitch, from Australia. Good seeing you, man. Hello, Bud Nuggleson. Oh, there's Zachary Schneider, man. Good afternoon to you. Oh, and there's freaking Elon Musk. Elon Musk was like the highlight of the entire show. He was everywhere yesterday. Everywhere on this show. Oh, there's the crypto couple. Great looking crypto couple, by the way. Check out their channel. I don't know if they... are y'all going to be producing... I don't know. I mean, I saw that y'all had produced content in the past. Are y'all going to be doing that anytime in the future? Putting you on the spot here. Good to see y'all, seriously. That's right, Grandmaster Flash when dumping. Well, you know, everything's dumping, but Bitcoin's not really dumping. It's just failing to break above that upper trend line of the descending broadening wedge. Hello, Marcius. Yeah, it was like an 8-hour booze cruise for sure, man. I don't know, not really. We didn't start drinking till like 2.5, 3 hours into the show, and it was only because of y'all that we're getting things lit up in here, okay? So, yeah, beast-us, man. Hello, Arthur Beeswax. Almost through chat, okay? So just hang tight. We're almost done, and we'll get rolling, all right? What's up, blockchain updates? Tim Mosley, Matty702. Hello, Mr. Nakamoto. Great people in this house. Hello, Kevin M. Nobody in TA ever talks about how the Bitcoin dominance would affect the price. Money is moving out of alts into Bitcoin, which is probably the price. We've talked about it before multiple times, smartwatches, so we keep our eye on that a lot. We know that February 2017, before that time, Bitcoin was always at 80 to 90% dominance, and then the ICO boom of 2017 came around, and then Bitcoin lost half its dominance of this market, and ever since, March, it's slowly been creeping on up in dominance. So we know all about where we're at there. There you go. Ryland says XLM to 3,800 sats. Well, we're going to look at it first thing after Ripple. All right. Hello, Ali G. Respect, man. No worries, man. Don't worry about that. Hey, Fearless One, Vivi Wang. Hey, J Bill. 9-hour stream again today, Wilfred. Don't test me, man. Don't test me. What's up with Steven Stan? J Griff wants Litecoin. Alright, we'll put it on the list. Don't forget the Elon meme. Yeah, don't forget it. Well, yeah, what am I supposed to do with it? I mean, I won't forget about it. Hello, MK, the Jesus Man. Welcome, dude. Alright. Oh, God. Chat's doing... It's very lit. It's very good today. Hey, Quality Control. What's up, man? Excellent. Happy to hear that, Crypto Couple. You got content in the works right now. Public speaking and street interviews. Alright. Took multiple public speaking classes. Advanced public speaking classes in college. Fun stuff. It's fun stuff. Alright. So Bitcoin, you keep this action up. I mean, you're starting to now lose positive momentum, but you still have a decent amount. But you're making lower lows than your previous lows. But, you know, soon enough, if you keep failing to break above the 20 MA, you keep failing to break above the upper trend line of the pattern, you will break down. And you'll start breaking down on some higher levels of volume. It may not be stuff like this, but you're definitely going to see some sort of new breakdowns coming if we can't find demand here. And currently, the price action's telling us there is no demand right now. All right, let's go to Ethereum. It's terrible. Just look, man. So no demand. No demand. You attempted to break the areas that had to be broken. You failed, you failed, you failed 3 in a row. Didn't even touch the 20 MA. That's how weak you are. Huge breakdown, continuing to break down. Bounced off the heart line of this downsloping little channel we're in, alright? It's lining up perfectly, really. Just trying to get it. There we go. So just went 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And heartline bounce, and you just continue to drop, and we know the measure move. Well, we had the bear pull bear flag, and the measure move of that bear pull bear flag was at 160. Don't know if that's really much of a thing anymore. You could still probably say it's there as maybe a possible target at this point, but like I think what you should look at more importantly is the 1414 fib extension at $169.56, okay? And that's very fast approaching. I mean, you know, well, like $10, $11 off that. Okay, so Ethereum. Doing Ethereum things. It's becoming kind of a meme now. Oh, Ethereum's selling off? Really? Is that new? Nah, that's not new at all. It's like, that's Ethereum. Ethereum's scrub coin. Alright, look at it. 2018 performance. You look at the stock market, all-time highs. Oh my god. This is inverse the stock market. Terrible. Going on like pretty much 9 months now of just selling, selling, selling. You had one altcoin spring that played out really well when Bitcoin had all that bullish divergence. That was the largest short squeeze in the history of Bitcoin. All the coins in the market followed that move. Then they topped out, and it's just been lower highs, lower lows ever since, all right? So that's Ethereum. 169.56 is the 1414 fib extension. I don't know why we would not see that. We're just so close to it now. I don't know why we wouldn't get there. All right. Let's go to XRP, the USD. Okay. So in this downsloping channel or whatever, you know, we tried to mess around with some wedge crap, didn't play. It's like outside of it, we just left it alone. I like the channel a lot more. We had that drawn already. Touch point 1 and 2 and then just 3 on the top side. And as you can see, we're clearly using the heart line as support on the way down, but now we're hitting those critical horizontal line supports. All right, why did we bounce here? Well, if we look left, it was the last formidable level of support we saw. And we're talking far away, talking all the way back to November of 2017, almost a year ago. So this is where we are right now, in this little strong support. Well, we bounced the first time, now we're again at that bottom. It'll be interesting to see if this holds up. If not, man, it's just going to be hard to say. You're probably going to come down to none of that holds. You're probably coming on down to 22 cents. If that doesn't hold, 21 cents. That doesn't hold, 20 cents. If that doesn't hold, 18.9 cents. Okay, so you got a lot of support here if none of this holds up here. All right, so we're just going to have that plotted, at least for now, just because anything can happen at this point. We also have the 1414 fib extension if we cannot hold this 25 cent range, right? That would put us down at 23.7 cents, which would be the lowest lows of 2018. We're currently flirting with the lowest lows we've made of this year. So, good God. But hey, oh my God, really? In a well-established bear trend since 420, got exhausted and broke to the upside, and then we formed a bearish reversal pattern, and then we broke out bearishly in the bearish reversal pattern, and we just hit the measured move of the pattern? Are you kidding me? We just hit it! TA's been respected, man. Someone give me I don't know, some sort of graphic or GIF or something about the TA being respected, because it just respected the living crap out of this pattern. Thank you, Ripple, for doing your thing. Who cares if it's bearish? It's the TA, man. We're here for the TA. We're not here for the bulls or the bears. We're here for both. Guess what? Binance also hit its rising wedge measure move too. All right, man. Let's go to XLM now for Crypto Chef. Thanks for the Tron Connect again, man. If you can see it in the jar. Oh, hey. Hey there. A little falling wedge. False breakout. Broke back down. Kind of double bottomed here on, and then shot back up on, pretty good volume. Higher than your average volume, just like we got here. Hey Fibic, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. For Fipak. Whichever way you want to say it, thanks so much, dude. Always trying to grow that Twitch following. Okay. Alright, man, so just well-established downtrend. XLM's truly been in since July 18th. Alright. And we're hitting the top, the ceiling of that downtrend. Currently still pumping. You can see the volatility happening as we speak. And, from a swing high to swing low, doesn't seem very weird, does it? Seems like we're right at that 50% retrace. Okay, so nothing uncommon.
Respect the TA. Can we put bursts on the list?
Absolutely. Travis, man, thanks for the $7.77. Repeating, of course, and beautiful looking little burst coin in the jar. Your signature, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll look at that right after this, okay, man? So, currently above the 200 MA. Don't know how long that's going to last. Every time we've kind of in the short history, short time frames, talking about the month of August, anytime we tried to hit that 200 MA, we failed miserably and just broken down to lower prices. And, yeah, man, this is great. This is great, but again, nothing is reversed yet, but a nice pump for those that are in this. Awesome. Very good. But the falling wedge was recognized. Just seemed like a false breakout till we kind of double bottom and then just ran up, shot up. Very nice. And the target pretty much has been hit, that 50% retrace, right? We look at our wedge. We fibbed our wedge from the swing on to swing low. We're like hitting our first target at 3382. 3380, whatever, right? Oh, my bad. Wow, Neil, thank you so much, man. My bad, I screwed up. Sometimes, look, I have to do like 30 different things, 30 different steps. So there we go. It's all fixed for you. I do apologize about that, everyone. All right, just noticed that. Okay, man. We'll see if we can break that 3382 zone, that 50% retrace. That would be very difficult, especially after such a large pump like that. But if we can, that's wonderful. The secondary target for the pattern was 3467. Don't know if we'll get there. And ultimately, what you're going to have to do in time is eventually, if you want to break the chains of this bear trend, you're going to have to break out of this convincingly, maybe even back test it, and then start forming some sort of bullish consolidation pattern, break out again on some more volume, and just start breaking above critical areas of resistance, overhead resistance. If you look left, there's a decent amount of it. I mean, we're talking 3600, 3700, and then the big one with the wicks is 3750. All right, those are all critical areas of resistance that you might approach at some point if you want to reverse your trend. If not, who cares? You know, it's just going to break down back into this channel and then just keep making lower lows like it's been doing for quite some time. So best of luck to you, XLM, to BTC. Would love to see you be Kangs. Looks like you're getting a little bit of Kangsmanship right now. Awesome. Let's get a burst. Okay, huge downtrend. We broke out of it. We formed multiple patterns that gave us targets so we could make sense of where we were going. First off, we had the sim triangle. We hit target of this pretty decent sized sim triangle. But we also formed, after we broke out of the sim triangle, the bull pull bull flag. Wasn't a very good looking bull pull bull flag, but we still measured from the bottom to top of it from the breakout. And 171 sats was the target. That was the measured move, and we hit that measured move. Went a little bit higher, but not long. And now we're well below that measured move, that target we were looking for. Okay. So now we've, we broke below the upsloping angle we were taking right on that little channel. So now we're outside of it, below the 20 and the 50 right now, but ultimately making higher lows than our previous lows, which is good. But I don't know if I can really do anything right now. I can't really plot anything. But look what happened. All right, the fruits of the happening. A normal situation of bearish divergence playing out finally, right? You just kept making higher prices with lower levels of positive momentum. It took 4 times, 4 layers of it, of that class A bearish divergence for a huge breakdown with a large spike in negative momentum, the largest spike in negative momentum we had seen since late July 21st. All right, so same thing on the RSI. We got it, right? We had one high and then a higher high and then a higher high here, with lower levels of relative strength, and then huge breakdown. Okay, so doesn't look like your everyday bear flag, but again, we were looking at what was going to happen based on the moves up, based on hitting a target of a pattern, based on bearish divergence. It played out. Now we wait. Now we wait for the next step, the next pattern development. Your oscillators, we wait. All right. So I hope that helps, man. Still outside of a very well-established downtrend. Good for you on that. We'll see if we can maybe pivot and then make higher highs. All right. If we can pivot here, then we could maybe make an adjustment to our channel and maybe make sense of this while we try to rally. But I don't know yet. I don't know if this is the swing low for real. Okay. So it's going to take time. But it's playing out. But we could, who knows, we very well could see lower prices, especially if we keep wicking off this 50 MA. We fell below it. We wick off of it, use it as a resistance enough times. Yeah, we could see lower prices, especially knowing that we broke out, hit a target of a pattern, and we broke out of a little channel. We could very well see lower prices, especially if the market wants to dump some more. Okay. Sweet. Let's go to Litecoin. Remember one time, way in the past, when people used to call this Litcoin. What a joke. What a joke. Well, that little flag we had is being respected pretty well. 1, 2, 3 now. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Still very low levels of negative momentum comparative to that first drop, but it's still a higher level of negative momentum than our previous levels. So I still think you got whatever you want to say, a form of bullish divergence still there. You're barely making some actually right now. It could get invalidated completely if you kept selling off the coming hours. But yeah, man, the measure move, what was it? What was the measure move of the rising wedge pattern? Oh, it just so happened to be 48.80. 48.80. And we're at 50 bucks. Come on, dude. We're like $2 away from our coveted measure move. Gotta be happy about that. Gotta hate these coins getting destroyed, but dude, they're not doing anything that's surprising. Not in this stream. Not in this community. Anyway, okay. Let me scroll up a little bit. Say hello to some peoples, right? The peoples. Whew. Oh, the tips aren't working? What? Sorry, I saw this like 30 minutes ago. Stream Elements is not working, y'all. Chat? Could I get confirmation on this? Thanks. I need to sit back and wait for some responses on that. It's kind of a big deal. I mean, I saw Travis. It worked for him in Crypto Chef, but it's not working. Wow, what? And it's not working for real on WoW. What would be the reason for that? It like put me, when I went to my settings, I had to hit done like I'd never done this before. Can someone try now? Because it didn't work, meaning like even if it didn't work, it didn't even work as in like go into my account. Like if you tip me, it's not like you got scammed. It's just I don't know. Maybe give it a try now. Yeah, I don't know. That seems incredibly weird. Alright. Thanks for the update, everyone, though. Really appreciate it. Just gonna forget about it for a second. What?
Works on Twitch.
That's so weird, man. Sam wants Neo. I can put Neo on the list, man. Sure, dude. Jones to Tron Connect.
TLRY back to 100 bucks a Sherry the Jesus stock. Baba, please. Test. I tried tipping earlier.
Hey, it worked, man. It freaking worked. HG, thanks for the $3 contribution. Yeah, MK was showing me a chart of TL Ray. I mean, is it any wonder? I mean, it's today I learned Ray, R-A-Y. So, pretty awesome stock name in my opinion. Okay, so, but I guess it has killer marijuanas. All right, I think Elon Musk would know about that probably. So, yeah, man, we'll look at Baba right now. But again, with Litecoin, I don't know what you really want from me, except you had a false breakout of a downtrend, a short-term downtrend, and a much larger, huge downtrend. and you had a rising wedge, then you broke out with no volume with another rising wedge, a rising wedge outside of a rising wedge, prepared to get destroyed with the bearish divergence of both oscillators. You got destroyed, and you've continued to sell off, and you will soon be hitting that measured move. I don't know why we would not hit the measured move and then probably go lower. But at some point, yeah, it's going to give way to where you have a nice little bounce, you know, just a small little bounce, and then break to the downside. That's going to be about it. But you may have gotten them already. That's how pathetic it is. So soon, at some point, you'll find a major swing low and start retracing commonly, and then break down again probably. So, all right, man. That's your Litecoin. Hilarious. Hilarious and terrible. Good God. But we was going to be kings. You were warned. You were warned on Baba for a while. What pattern this was. What normally happens in patterns like this, especially this large. Just like AMD's 2-year-long bull pull bull flag combination that finally broke out bullishly. This is like a 2-year-long bull pole ascending, broadening wedge pattern, exhaustion pattern that's now playing out. Alright, so it happens, and it's not done, and it'll probably continue down. This is a huge breakout on good volume. So 50% retrace, 149.06 at some point. You'll see that from the major swing low that was down in December 2016 all the way to our all-time highs. That partial rise of the huge pattern. But, you know, on the daily, I think you had bullish divergence. Yeah, you had some, but you just kept building negative momentum. Holy crap, and you could probably just keep building if you want to. Keep on building it. Sitting in very, very scrubby territory on the daily RSI. 30. Not good, man. Not good at all. Hilarious as in like it is respecting the TA so well. I'm not meaning like it's hilarious that people lost money. It's just hilarious that Litecoin's in a very well established downtrend, and it doesn't. It's very predictable. Litecoin is quite predictable. That's why it's hilarious. Like, oh, it sold off again, huh? Really? Like that kind of funny. So definitely not funny that people lost a lot of money on it. I hate that for people, but you get what I'm saying, right? Obviously, never malintent with that kind of stuff. That's why I stream to begin with. Okay. What's up, Sleepy Cat Man? Hello, Spock. Ethereum is illogical? Not really. It's respecting the TA incredibly well. Gotta love it. Even though it sucks and it's a bad bear trend, it's still making measure moves, making bearish patterns, setting up for lower prices, and then going to them. You gotta love that. I would love that. That'd be hilarious too. Oh my god. Don't get mad. I'm just saying, like, if XLM ever replaced XRP or overtook it in market cap. Yeah, last night was insane. I can't believe last night. I can't even, dude. Hello, Bob Field, man. The Jesus man. Welcome, dude. I'm just behind on chat, okay? Yeah, Micron, that's right. Twitch follow, dropping, but yeah, it's all Streamlabs, yeah. Wow, so behind. Getting through this. So HG, just making sure that that was what you did. You did use the stream elements on YouTube, right? It's not broken now. Send you Bitcoin, says, well, I made a prediction based off very, very deep analysis, which is 100% going to happen. You better don't miss it. Wow. Definitely want to, that's a credible sentence. Oh, Crypto Yeti, man. Cereal NTA, yeah. Hangover NTA. Did anyone try doing TA on Sonos? I think I've done that, Koala. What was the ticker again for Sonos? I'll try to look at it if it dropped 20% on earnings. That's bad, man. What's up about Andy M, man? Oh my god! Oh, it feels so good!
That Moonboy tipped $25. My post-work day today. Oh look, Baychain came out with their latest quarterly financial report, and everything looks healthy. Let me go check price. Oh, down 9%? That's cool. Crying face.
VeChain doing things.
But they just might be inverse doing things on the chart. What we'll do is we'll put that on the list. We'll actually look at this right after Baba, man. Okay, Vet Moon Boy. Thanks, brother, man. The Jesus man. The ongoing sport. I can't believe it. I think that's the first time you've ever... Or, I don't even remember. I think I've only had the coffee mug on one stream one time, and I can't remember if you were... I don't think you had your... I don't think we had the Vet VeChain Thor emoji ball. So that's the first VeChain emoji ball to ever fall in the coffee mug on the history of the planet. Think about that. Out of all civilization, out of all the people that have ever lived and died on this planet, we are the first people to ever witness VeChain emoji ball falling in a coffee mug. Pretty crazy.
Is this a death cross on Neo? BTC 4 hour?
Probably. Put that on the list too. Look at that Raptor Vet. Yeah, man, I think out there we've got a lot of things happening to these coins. A lot of them are all showing those death crosses. They just had those scrubby little golden crosses when they were setting up for lower prices with really well established bear patterns that were like lasting about 2 weeks, and then now they're all breaking down and we're getting that golden cross into a death cross almost immediately. So yeah, it's happening. We know that it doesn't mean much because we understand normally a lot of times you get those crappy golden crosses during bear trends when you form those large bearish patterns. So it's nothing to get too euphoric about, but yeah, we'll look at it, okay? Crazy stuff to think about. Okay, I'm just going to finish up on chat, and then I'll be heading on to Vet with Baba breaking out, it seems, of a little bearish channel. I'm trying to adjust that perfectly. Crazy, man. But not at all, because it's expected, because it's an exhaustion pattern. Oh my god, I'm so surprised. BCE, Bell Canada. Yeah, I can put it on the list. Sure, man. Yeah, the lights working on Twitch, or are they broken? I don't even know anymore. Okay. Bitcoin Cash got destroyed today, HG. There you go, man. Sure, a lot of things are getting destroyed today. It's weird how Bitcoin's kind of holding up. We've seen this before. We have definitely seen this before. Donos are still not working for you, Elon? What? How do they not work? Because we have multiple people that they're working. Is there some reason? Do you want to try Stream Elements or Stream Labs? If it's not working, you can always just do Stream Labs as an alternative. Because I mean, you're still gonna get TTS. They're just not gonna be the fancier emoji balls. All right. What? Neither are working? That doesn't work. That doesn't make sense. Sorry, I was just trying to figure this out, man. So it works fine for you, it seems, Seth, man. Oh my god, Melissa's here. Hello, Melissa, the marijuana Jesus lady. So Bitcoin Jesus man. Yeah, we're looking at Vet next. I'm just finishing up chat and trying to figure out kind of what's going on with my stuff. Critical, what are you talking about? In terms of getting to this. What about, yeah, it is. It is the #1 most short sold stock, yes. Bitcoin just pumped. I mean, maybe on like the 5-minute chart, not on like other ones. What's up, Chaylin, man? Almost did this. Why are people saying that it's pumping? I'm looking at it right now and it's not doing anything. It's like, it's showing some nice rejection wicks, I guess, but again, it's below the 20 MA. It's not doing anything special at all, y'all. 6285. I mean, if you want to break a critical trend line, you're looking at like 6340 that you have to break, and you have to break that with volume, convincingly. Okay. Receive Dennis. No, Elon, I'm not getting them. Like I can see on my phone, I'm not getting anything. So. Doja's Kang, pretty much. Oh my god, sorry, just getting to the shit. Okay, so let's go on. Baba, expect 149.06 at some point to hit a proper retrace, and if that doesn't hold up, then you could see 134.26. Okay, but we've broken out convincingly on some volume of this bearish pattern, which definitely forms of exhaustion because the run up, no proper levels of retrace. Okay, so let's go to see Vet Moonboy. How's he doing? Just continuing on down.
Beach ain't doing things.
Oh yeah.
Seth tipped $25. 5 minutes BTC chart does look interesting, making highs for last several hours.
I can't believe it, man. I can't believe. No, I'm looking at it. It's trying to surpass the 20 MA right now. But again, no matter, it's 6360 is a higher high than its most previous minor swing high on the candle body closes, and the wick would be like 6400. Dude, you got a long way to go. So we got like over $100 and holding above $100. So it's not really doing anything much. And I'm just looking at it right now. Believe me, if crazy stuff starts happening, you know, I'll just add an alert so people don't freak out. We got an alert, alright? Everything's gonna be just okay. But Seth, man, thanks for the $50 on the day. Freaking love you, man. Okay. Thanks for everything, dude. God. Y'all are amazing. You know, emotions are fragile when the tiniest moves cause mass hype. I don't know, man. I don't even know there's mass hype. I'm just saying, like, people are saying pump, the word pump, and it's like, dude, it's moved like $20. Okay, so what do you want from me, man? What do you want? V-Chain, it all ended with a rising wedge. Little did we know how disgusting, how destroyed we'd get. Got wrecked, huge impulse down, then eventually just got exhausted and just found some pivot at almost half a cent, 60% of 1 cent per coin, and then huge impulse up, then formed an exhaustion pattern, that rising wedge. Got, you know, you ran out of demand, could not hit the top of the pattern, which is technically what we would call a partial rise. We got that, and then huge breakdown, and then continued the breakout on elevated levels of volume, which is what you want to see on breakouts for confirmation. And now we've fallen below the 200 MA. We fell below the 20 and the 50. Your 20 MA is now bearishly crossing over your 200 MA with that 1.162 cent area that was the target from the breakout. So that's it, man. All right. See you there. Don't know why we would not get there at this point. There's a very good chance of making the measure move. That's just TA being respected, man. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the charts. So we waited and waited and waited, and it happened, and now we're still waiting for targets to get hit. Let's go to Neo. Someone requested Neo. Oh my god.
That Moonboy tipped $25. What's a good fib target if we are looking for this latest down move to just be a retracement before a larger move up?
Good question. Seth Man, thanks for the $25. Give me a second. Swing low to swing high. Proper retrace. Well, we're literally touching the 50% retrace. So these are your common areas that you run to, remember, before the market decides that maybe we should reverse our price action to the upside, because this was the impulse up, we formed the pattern. So it's funny that the 1.162 cent range, that mark, that measure move of this wedge, is at your pretty much the lowest area of your common retraces. So anywhere between where we are now to that 1139 area, that 1.139 cent area, the measure move, that's where it's common. This is your common area. Anything below this, though, anything below 1.139 cents, starting to get weird, really scary. You don't want to fall below that, because look at the impulse. There's no support here. So you could easily, if you break this, you could fall really hard, really fast from the 618 all the way to 786. That's why a lot of times you have the common areas like that, because a lot of times the 786, it's just further away. Normally you get hard drops if you don't hold the 618. Okay, so hope that helps. Good question, though. Very good question. Thanks, man. I know other people would probably appreciate you asking that question too, man. So on behalf of them, thanks, brother, man. Does that help? Let me know, dude. Okay. So don't fall below 1.139 cents. 61.8% retrace. Could be bad. Could be scary. You will drop that so fast it'll make your head spin. We could run all the way down to the 886 in a matter of hours, breaking this area. Okay. That's just based on technicals. That's it. Just look at this chart like I would look at any others, right? So let's go to Neo. Cheers, Seth, man. Freaking love you, man. Okay, so with Neo, remember we broke out of that downsloping channel and the wedge and all that, and all we did was just make higher highs with all this triple MACD bearish divergence, this triple RSI bearish divergence, and then we had the channel plotted already. So we were at critical areas of resistance with all this bearish divergence. It was a certainty. We knew we were going to get screwed here, most likely, just based on the trend that we're in, which is super bearish. So that happened. We broke down, and then we fell out of our little channel, or probably just a flag. And now we've got downward sloping consolidation. A little falling wedge seems like it's being respected somewhat. But either way, I mean, you're showing another form of bullish divergence. Wow, triple MACD bullish divergence on Neo now. Crazy. Same thing. Wow, RSI, triple RSI bullish divergence. Interesting, man. Well, let's just do it like this. Okay, every time we make a low on price, we're making higher levels of relative strength and lower levels of negative momentum. That's awesome. Volume's drying up. Every time we make a lower low, lower levels of volume. That's actually bullish. Those are bullish things going on your oscillators right now for Neo. I'm just saying, I'm just looking at it. After a huge impulse down, you're forming this pattern, which is down-sloping consolidation. It's not really proper. Sure, there's always the chance that we could break down to lower prices, but your oscillators are telling us no. Our oscillators are telling us break to the upside soon. Now, how high we go, if this was the major swing low, we could figure that out just by fibbing. Probably going to the 382, 50%, or 618. When we do break to the upside very soon, it seems, that's what the chart's telling us anyway. It's not me saying, it's the chart interpreting. I'm interpreting the chart and just articulating it to you. Okay, that's it. It's Neo. In the shorter term, much higher chance of breaking to the upside based on this stuff than the downside. That's all I can tell you. Trilling's nano. That's it, man. All right. Best of luck. Someone wants Pundy coin. Oh boy. remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's the first time I've said this the entire show. So if you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Can't do this without you, and I would not do it without you, all right? Thank y'all so much. Hey, Willer, or Willar, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus Man. Welcome. What's up, Tony K, man? What's up, Blobly? Bitcoin, yeah, showing minor forms of exhaustion. I think with that pattern, it's down-sloping chop, down-sloping consolidation. Anytime you get that after a huge impulse, again, based on the psychology of how the chart works and the way it looks, people don't have the opportunity to offload or go short again, so they don't. And then eventually, the selling pressure dies off, and then demand comes in, and then the price gets pushed up, and then we break out of those patterns normally. But a lot of times we don't go very high. A lot of times we'll, and especially in a bear trend, we'll run up, make proper retraces, and then break down to lower prices again. So story's old as time, and we're just here every day analyzing that stuff. All right. What's up, Pharaoh, man? Or Fareo? Fario. Okay. Just go to Micron. So, Bradford, let me see kind of like how you had yours. On mine, we like already broke out bearishly of this touch point 1 and 2, and we're out. And so I think we're approaching. Yeah, I think $40 is a good area of value. That's near the heart line, but we're at the bottom of the downsloping channel that we're in. We've been in this bear trend since May 30th. We've been in a bear trend. It's unfortunate, right? Huge spikes on the 4-hour negative momentum. Gap down once again today. God, this thing can't catch a break, can it? Look, we had bullish divergence, but then look what you do. From this low to this low, you actually made higher levels of negative momentum. So bearish convergence, man. Now RSI, yes, you're still making bullish divergence, but not if you keep on selling off over and over and over. Eventually you'll just get extremely oversold, more oversold than you were before. But yeah, right now you're still showing RSI bullish divergence on the daily with a large rejection wick at the bottom of the channel. So very real possibility that we could break to the upside very soon, because every time it was just like you hit this area, you got close to it, huge run up, right? So that's a lot of rejection right there. So I don't know, man, I wouldn't write off. Just remember, you're in an overall bullish trend, and you're showing RSI bullish divergence. So there's a possibility we could be breaking to the upside after rejecting the living crap out of this bottom trend line of the bear trend we're in, short-term bear trend. I wish you'd zoom out on your Micron, Bradford, so I could see further out what you're looking at.
Rimstar's Micron bearish long tip $25. The thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. Another MU turns cold on a sleepless bull night.
Oh. Let's see, what would be the name of the artist? I know who it is. I want to think of a crypto name, though, for him. I don't know, man. I mean, it's Garth Brooks, but, yeah, man. Micron has been destroyed. It was so high, hit like, 52-week highs, around $64. $64, and now $43.57 after hours. It's been a nasty day. Nasty, couple weeks, few weeks, months for Micron. Death cross is imminent. It's on the way, unless we turn this ship around. You see your 50-day moving average is fast approaching that 200. Not looking too good. Not looking too hot. for Micron already fell out of a nice, well-established channel that we have been in since August of 2017. Now out. Now out. So anyway, yeah, man, I don't know. I think $40 is like lower areas of value, but also we just bounced off an area of value. So we'll probably fill the gap, but I don't know if we'll break above the 25% trend line of the fib channel tool that we're using. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. All right, man. Sad days. Rimlock, dude. By the way, thank you, man. So thanks so much, dude, for the $25 freaking dollars. I can't believe you, man. Thank you, dude. Go Beavers, okay, right? Whoever was asking, are you asking about BCE Incorporated on the New York Stock Exchange? Just want to make sure that's what you're asking about. So whoever that was, I'm going to skip that until you let me know, because I don't want to, like, you know, I've done stocks before and people are like, dude, no, it's this new crypto that came out on KuCoin, man, no. I'm like, all right, man. Well, now I'm just, from now on, because of that stuff, I'm just going to get confirmation before I analyze things that I don't know about, or that I've never heard of, right? Alright, let's go to Nano. That was requested. And we know they're talking about the cryptocurrency. Okay, so, oh my god, great stuff, man. Not really. This is how terrible you are. Extremely well-established bear trend you've been in for many, many months. But you've since found a bottom at the 1414 fib extension. And from there you pivoted and ran in a nice little short-term bull run. But since then, since the second you've broken out bearishly, you actually broke out, then back tested like you do time and time again. You didn't just back test the bottom trend line of that little channel you were in. You actually back tested, failed to break above that 75% trend line, but you were doing that multiple times. Look what happened. We broke above it, couldn't sustain prices. Fail, 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 fail. Since then, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows, bouncing off the heart line of the huge, well-established fib channel tool that we're using. Okay, so that's what we're bouncing off of right now. Pretty critical downsloping support. Seems like we're respecting it right now. But just remember, from a swing low to swing high, we have retraced and we have fallen below the 618 now. Your common retrace areas are gone, which makes sense because Nano's in a bear trend. Bear trend. It is not in a bull trend. Don't think it is, and don't try to call the bottoms. You can call the bottoms, but you may not be finding the tops in these bear trends, all right? So it is uncertain if we will make higher lows than our previous lows. This thing continues to sell off. But you are getting levels of bullish divergence. You are. This thing's annoying. I mean, right there. So really it's like a low, lower low, lower low, lowest low. You're making all kinds of bullish divergence now. But remember, the trend you're in is very important. And we know it's bearish. Can't argue. Cannot argue about that. Okay. Low, lower low, lower low, lowest low. Every single time, lower levels negative momentum. That's good. It's a good thing, but I don't know, man. The trend's kind of sketching me out. All you did ultimately at the end of the day here was make an extremely lower high than our previous major swing high, which is up here, and it didn't even come close to it, man. That's just bearish behavior. You do that. Look, we did it before right here. Extremely lower low or lower high than our previous major swing high way up here. Just did the same crap, and now you're breaking down, and this could very well be what happens again. It's uncertain, so we're going to watch it, but it seems like it's starting to play out that way, isn't it? As Nano, scrubtastic. Every time you make lower prices, you're making lower levels of relative strength every single time. Bearish convergence. Okay. Oh my God, Bitcoin pumped $17. Oh, it feels so good. Okay. Gotcha. So Canadian. BCN, or BCE. The BCN of BCEs. For the weekly real quick. Remember, you're analyzing charts. Uncharted territory, no kappa. Look at the entire lifespan of the chart. If you have to go the monthly, most of the time you only have to go the weekly to see it all, right? So we had a really well-established bull trend, and it seems we've since broken out of it. That's unfortunate, man. Looked really nice. But like all trends, they eventually end. They are like seasons. And again, sometimes they're like regular IRL seasons, and sometimes they're like Game of Thrones weird, long winter with White Walker seasons, okay? You do it like that, can you? One, two, and yeah, two here, maybe. All right, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's perfect. Okay, so we were in this channel. Touchpoint 1 was like, May of 2009, global financial crisis, huge breakdown. In 1 week, we went from $38 all the way down to $21 in a week, or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. You got a couple more sell-offs, so a 3-week period destroyed. Since then, the new bull rally began. Little did people know at the time. And, since made adjustments. As you can see, I think the bottom touch point will put you at 46.79 October 2014. All right, that was what was happening, and now we're out of it, and that's unfortunate. It really sucks that we're out of it. Okay? So now what's happening? Since we broke out, it looks like we got a new little fib channel. Touchpoint 1 and 2 on the bottom. Touchpoint 1 was back in October of 2016. So you've been in a bear trend, truly, since July of 2016. So over 2 years now, you've been in a bear trend. That is unfortunate. And you just got a weekly death cross. Oh my God. Disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. We can get our fib extensions if we want to. I don't know how well they're going to work for us. Oh my God, we fell below the 1618, really? So we just went the previous swing low to swing high, more major, and yeah, the 1618 was 53.79. We're below that now. Disgusting. Very gross. Looks like we had some sort of ascending broadening wedge of some sort. It looks kind of choppy, but maybe not. Something kind of like that, right? Where you just had touchpoint 1, 2, and 3 that all kind of lined up. 2 ascending, diverging trend lines. So look at the partial rise. Oh my God, false breakout into a partial rise using that 25% trend line as the resistance, and then the partial rise break out. We broke out. Now showing some daily bullish divergence. Okay, great. But maybe this is the extent of how high we go. Uncertain. Double bottoming on the RSI. Yep, just double bottoming. No real true divergence. Normally want to make higher levels of strength every time. A little bit different than the MACD. So there you go. Some sort of bullish divergence on the daily. Towards the bottom end of the bear trend, the 2+ year bear trend. So we'll see if we can touch that. Wonder if we could touch that. We might break to the upside. I don't know. But overall, we had a death cross on this in February, a daily death cross. So this thing is, remember, the impulse down, then your bearish, your price contraction, whatever you want to call it, whether it's a flag, some people would call it a flag, some people would call it an ascending broadening wedge, whatever. You could also just do this too if you wanted. You wanted to include all the chop. It doesn't really matter. They're both diverging trend lines. So bearish pattern breakout. Sorry for your BCE, the BCN of the Canadian stock market. Great. Hope that helps, man. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Good God. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your local on the lates. Let's go to Bitcoin again. Oh my God, we pumped 20 bucks. Currently still just making lower highs than our previous highs. Getting some nice little rejection wicks. Maybe, just maybe, it could very well be a minor swing low. Therefore, what does that mean? A minor swing low like this. This is actually a bullish pattern right here. Candlestick pattern. I can't remember the name of it. When you get two little hammers like that. Very good looking stuff. Showing rejection at lower prices. And that signifies higher lows than our previous lows. So that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's very good. All right, so you're struggling tremendously after this impulse up. We broke down, sure, but you're not making lower lows than your previous lows, so that's actually a good sign. That's a good thing, and your positive momentum, you're somehow holding on to that. So good. Whatever, that's good, and maybe at some point we could break out. But I'm telling you, with no volume and no demand, if you keep failing here too, you're kind of just going to be at this coin flip where it's like, okay, indecision on both sides, indecision on both sides. It's not an ideal situation to be kind of trying to make decision on what's going to happen next, because you have contradicting variables, not helping too much. All right. Good to see you, Mark Foster, man. Well, then it's raining. It's raining in Ireland, dude. There you go. Yeah, I know. TA time machine indeed. Seriously. So serious. I don't even get it, man. Just scrolling through all this chat, alright? What's up about Chris K, man? I have the music just like sometimes stops on this little playlist. Hey, Mr. Khan, dude. TA on vet. We actually already did TA on vet, man. Okay. Yep, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot. Do I think Ethereum will go straight to 135 or bounce to 200? I don't know. We're going to look at it in a second. We always look at Ethereum top of the hour, beginning of the show. So you're talking about 135 or 200. Okay, I was just getting through this. All right. Just trying to stay focused, man. All right. Those 9-hour streams are tough, and then coming back doing a day stream after them, even tougher. All right. So just please be patient with me. I'm working. I'm doing all I can. All right. We're gonna maximum capacity right now. So okay, and that's it. We just talked about this. You've got positive momentum still. Your RSI is sitting at 43, so kind of neutral in a way. But again, man, you could just as easily as breaking out to the upside. You could just as easily break down to the bearish side too. You could make lower prices. Just based on indecision on both sides, you are not making lower lows, but you are not making higher highs. So indecision is going on right now with this pattern. And it's very cool, or not cool, it's very interesting to see, sorry, the way the alts are getting destroyed, while Bitcoin's not really getting destroyed anymore. Speaking of Ethereum. Super bearish, super bearish. One impulse, or 1, 2, maybe we're looking for 3 down here. It would not be surprising at all. 160.07. Remember that was your bear pole, bear flag combination. Wonder if we could hit that. I would be more concerned about the 1414 at 169.56. I think that is a very realistic possibility of somewhere we could be hitting. Okay. Oh, it's all good. All good. Okay, so losing your positive momentum. You somehow are making lower lows with positive momentum. So this is just complete bot action. Your selling is extremely tired. You can just kind of tell by the way it's just moving. I mean, but again, if there's no demand, if no one wants this, someone could easily push this up if they wanted to, but there's a problem. There's some sort of problem with Ethereum where it shows bullish tendencies and no one wants it. So those bullish tendencies, that's why you have in bear trends, your bullish oscillators, identifiers, your indicators, everything, they're less reliable in bear markets, because when there's no demand, it doesn't matter how bullish you might look on oscillators. Sometimes it just doesn't play out the way you might think it will. And Ethereum's currently kind of going through that, right? Sure could, Craig. Sure could. But hey, Craig, saying that is not clickbaity enough, right? It has to be 10,000, 20,000, or 0, right? I thought, or 1,000. Maybe that's why I'm not at 1 billion subs, because I don't do crazy, outlandish clickbait stuff. What do I think Bitcoin bottomed out at? Dude, there's no one really knows. All we can do is take the information that we have that's real and make sense of it in the here and now. Everything else is speculating, okay? And there's no information, there's no evidence, right, that will be bottoming out somewhere at some way. Right? There's just no way to predict that. If I could give you an answer and be accurate and not be guessing and leading you on, then, you know, we'd be kings of the world, like literally kings of the world. But again, no one can do that. I didn't come from some Terminator world or something with all the answers. I can only read the charts and articulate them to you, the audience, all right? And I think that's responsible to not be giving crazy, speculative answers and predictions on where Bitcoin would bottom out at, okay? Because no one truly knows. And the ones telling you, maybe you should think about why they're telling you and what the evidence is, and maybe you should analyze the evidence that they give you when they give their predictions on price 3 months, 4 months out, when there's too many variables, and it's almost naive to give predictions because so much can change in a 3-month period. The macro, the meta, everything. Yeah, so that's Ethereum, no demand, but bouncing off the heart line of the little downward sloping flag, exhaustion flag, whatever you want to call it, making lower prices with positive momentum, very weird. And you're making now, okay, cool, sweet. At least on the RSI, you're now making bullish divergence for sure. You weren't making bullish divergence ever, all right? So low on price, lower low on price, higher levels of relative strength. That is something that's new. This is a new good variable that you can put into the basket with everything else. This is very good if you're bullish. If you want to see a break to the upside, this is the stuff. You just added something more bullish to your bowl of flour and stuff, right? So good. You have a higher chance now of breaking to the upside based on a new oscillator showing bullish stuff. All right. XRP. Well, XRP was showing on that bullish divergence. I still believe you're showing tons of selling weakness. You're at critical areas of support. It seems like you're bouncing off, for now anyway, that 25-cent range, that measured move of the descending triangle. Gotta love XRP. It respects the TA so well, y'all. XRP, the US dollar, man, it is so good. It hits like all its measured moves, better than everything, better than Bitcoin. Well, as good as Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's really good at it too. Better than Ethereum, better than Neo, better than all of them, man. It just does its thing the way it should. It took time, but it's swing trading, and this is a significant time scale. So the descending triangle, this was for measuring the widest area of the triangle from the breakout, it was 25.26 cents. We just wicked off. Yes, wicked off. Oh my God. I feel so good. But you know, off this bounce, we're not making our highs. Just bought action, low volume, scrub volume, whatever, man. All right. So yeah, you had stronger levels of negative momentum than your previous lows, but still overall, it doesn't matter whether you look at it like that or not. You're still showing insane levels of bullish divergence. I don't care who you are, man. At critical areas of support, so it's even stronger now because it's pretty decent support with the divergence. So you just make adjustments. You just got to keep on making adjustments. Look here, look left, look we had here. Huge break of the upside. Did you see the measured move? See the break of the upside soon. Go to Pundy coin. Ultimate Beanie Baby Scrub coin. Alright. But dude, we broke out, man. We broke out. Hey, you broke out. But what happened? You didn't do anything but show bearish divergence, man. Bearish divergence on both oscillators, man. What do you even want? You know, people be like, it's a triangle, too much white space. I don't know. I mean, sure, there were, you know, I think Wally was saying maybe inverse head and shoulders, but it's like, dude, it's hard to recognize or see that. I don't feel like we had it, and if it was a false breakout. It didn't happen. We made the argument that we could also actually even have a rising wedge pattern that probably looks even better than the triangle, right? The triangle breakout, I think, was 10 sats. We had it just like this the first time. So measure move here from the breakout. 13 sats from the breakout. 13 sats. So 12 sats. All right. There you go, man. That's the measure move of this little wedge pattern. Little scrubby. Huge impulse down. Extremely large impulse down. Then you just form this little rising wedge, or, you know, there was a change in momentum, but guess what? You plot up sloping trend lines to see when we break that, and now we're breaking down, and the fall could be disgusting. Could lose half our value here. That's how wide this pattern is. Just telling you, man. What else? On your Pundy Scrub Beanie Baby coin. Dude, don't say that, man. Pundy's doing this and that. Not on the charts. On the charts, dog crap. Not to be confused with Doge. Alright? Thanks so much for the 192 people tuned in. Again, if you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Am I bullish on Bitcoin? I believe we discussed that currently on a 4-hour time scale, it very well, with such low volume, could almost be a coin flip at this point. There's multiple scenarios that high percentage chance of both playing out, one to the other, and they're polarized. One's up and down, right? You know how we have it. We're at the top of that wedge with all the bearish divergence. We had so much confidence that we were breaking down. Our scenarios were mostly all bearish. Scenario right now, just for Bitcoin, because we don't have too much data with this pattern. Again, if there's no volume and demand to break that down sloping trend line of the broadening wedge, then you're going to see lower prices. Because there is a lot of indecision on the chart based on the candles. RF Dusty, I'm doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. I can't even believe it's Tuesday. It feels like a Sunday or Saturday for me after yesterday's 9-hour or something stream. Okay. What's up, Don F72? So he says the pundit got hacked a couple months ago. Wow, that's great for some sort of decentralized stuff, man. Okay. Spend too much time on that. Okay, so go to Monero now. Another request. Remember, you make the show. I just do the TA. Okay, so very bearish conditions for Monero. Well-established downtrend. It's been going on for most of the year of 2018. All that happened for us for Monero was we formed what I thought was an ascending broadening wedge. 1, 2, and 3, we had a false breakout of that ascending broadening wedge with bearish divergence hitting critical areas of downsloping resistance. Very high chance of getting wrecked. Got wrecked. Broke back in to this pattern. And now we're forming some sort of falling wedge pattern, it seems. You know, that's a form of bullish consolidation. And you're showing the bullish divergence with it. So that's good, but overall you gotta remain a little skeptical just because of the trend that you're currently in, which is super bearish. Okay. So that's really it, man. That's Monero to BTC. That's the story. It's the story of what's going on, and I mean, I guess we could fib. We could just do our fib from our like major swing low where we actually bottomed at back on the 14th of August all the way to the swing high, and see that we're in between the 382 and 50% retrace. So you're looking pretty healthy on fib retrace right now. You're still within the common areas. Anything above, you know, 15,443 sats, you're again safe. And it'd be nice to see, you know, again, this is just a form of consolidation, downward sloping consolidation, downward sloping price contraction, which is normally bullish, but don't be deceived, because remember, you always have to keep in the back of your mind, no matter how bullish something looks in a bearish trend, there's always a chance, a greater chance that it can crap out than if you had an uptrend. And that's why you plot, that's why you zoom out and plot the trend you're currently in. And then if you have data like most on the stock market, you want to zoom out even further to see what the overall trend, the inception price trend is. Okay, giving yourself context of what's happening right now at Monero overall is bearish. It ran up, it topped out, triple top, whatever you want to call it, and then just tanked. So back to prices that stem back to November 2017, right? Altcoin Ice Age, we actually fell lower than that, went all the way to the wick on, you know, I understand that it has more history. This is just the Binance chart someone requested, okay? This is back in November 10th, all right? So Altcoin Ice Age, everything reset back to pre-Great FOMO levels, and we're still not really doing anything impressive after the reset, okay? See real quick. No, you're making technical higher lows there. But yeah, I mean, like, you're looking okay. You look okay, but just remember the trend you're in is bearish, all right? So, and we know we're in between the 382 and 50% retrace, so common areas. And just remember, look, if you enjoy this stream, you know, day in and day out, you're getting, like, you know, it's entertainment out of it and education, value. You value it, and you want to get more involved. A really good way to support the team, because it's not just me doing this. I've got a team, and join our Patreon. Check out our Patreon. We'll post the Patreon link in, you know, right now in the chat. You know, with that you get the amenities of the trade setups. You get the private Patreon chats And in the Patreon chats, you can ask questions and you get pretty quick answers on, if you're charting something and you need guidance on that, we can help you with the divergence, coinciding variables, everything you need to know. Okay, so there's a lot of education value of the education that we Drist post on our Patreon too. So feel free to check that out if you want to join and support us. If you want me to keep coming back every day, twice a day for the most part, that's a good way to make sure that I'm made whole, because tips come and go. All right. Thanks so much. Just wanted to say that and let you know. Okay, so what's up, Jack Gilbert, man? Yeah, we can go to Tron Connect. Yeah, baby, love it. I hate it for anyone who's long, but you shouldn't be long, because you should understand what's going on. Tron Connect to BTC, Rising Wedge, breakout. Oh my god, man. Bearish breakout in a bearish trend. You've got to be kidding me. We're not kidding, and it's not a joke. And you've already retraced about 88.6% of the way from the swing low to swing high. All right. Looks bad, man. Looks real bad. But the measured move of this very large pattern is all the way down at 248 sats. So we could very well continue our descent. Just not quite there. But still, you're showing some forms of bullish divergence. 1, 2, and 3, like this. All right, you see it right there. You keep on making lower prices, and you keep on making lower levels of negative momentum. That's good. Good to see that. Not really showing that on the RSI at all. Just kind of staying lateral on the RSI. But my goodness, man, how far you have fallen. Old Tron Connect, man. Yeah, let me go ahead and use my fib tool for this. Okay. Really just want to mess around here real quick. Touch point 1 and now 2. I wonder how well this will be held up. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot, man. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so just using all of it. So touch point 1 down here. Now we can use 2 and 3 here. And then 4 on the top, just make an adjustment. It seems like it's actually better looking. And so, again, man, like huge impulse down. I mean, like, God, we had very swing high, then no swing high. And this is as high as you got from your previous swing highs. Pathetic. Bearish. Super bearish. Death cross. 4-hour death cross. Go figure, right, man? So, if you look left, we fell below those March 18th lows. Those lows of the correction. Falling wedge. Boom. Altcoin spring. But I'm telling you, when you start this is terrible. This is very weak consolidation, chop, twig, and thatch. If this bearish hurricane continues, you could easily fall through all this and come all the way down, just like we saw with Ripple and many other alts. Easily break through all that. So don't even think. What do you think that Tron does? What gives you the impression that Tron's going to hold up all this scrubby, chop, twig, and thatch support? Oh, man, magic. Or, oh, the project, man. The project's going to make us worth this. Okay, if tomorrow we woke up and Tron was worth 88 sats, nothing on the planet would change. Nothing. Hey, it's Don Levine, man. Good to see you, dude. I remember you. The Jesus, man. Welcome. Glad you found me. Thanks, dude. So just remember that. There's no earnings. This thing doesn't make money. There's nothing holding this back or stopping this really besides time to make this thing go down, like to prevent this thing from going down further. All right. Please just understand that. And don't get too caught up on, oh my God, but it's Tron Connect. It's Tron Connect. Tron Connect, man. That hype. Boy who cried wolf. It's a literal meme coin. A meme coin. Okay, just got some little short-term little channel to give us a little bit greater scope of vision on the descent of what might be held as support on the way down. Look how you notice touch point 1 and 2 and 3 and now 4 on the bottom side and just 1 on the top, but the heartline respect is insane here. You hit it here, rejected, here rejected, here rejected. Wonderful. So I hope that helps. Tron Connect, who just asked about it. All right, thanks. Thanks, Mark Foster. Would appreciate that. The Irish Jesus man. Okay. Hey, Felix, thanks for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus man. Welcome, dude. If you have any questions about technical analysis, hit us up in the chat right here, or join our Discord. If you want to keep the conversation going after this stream ends, the best way to do it with this community is to join our Discord. So head on over there, TA with Mitch Ray. And that's a way you can private message me or communicate with me when I'm not live, okay? No, Johnny, what happened? My stream looks like better quality. Yeah, because I don't know what happened. Everything got reset on my OBS to where it was at 30 FPS. I was streaming out of England or something. Dude, it was all messed up. Bitrate was low. I fixed all that, like, I don't know, like 4 days ago, 3 days ago. And so it should be better quality because it's 60 FPS now versus 30. And so since things aren't ever getting throttled now, I'm probably going to start turning up my bit rate some more now to see if I can get back to that much higher level that I was at, make it even better. Right, so there you go, Jack Gilbert. Let me know if that helps. Hello, Adam Inman. Good to see you, dude. Really do appreciate that. Okay, I'm glad you're here. 100 likes, awesome, man. We'll just hit the fireworks for the 100 likes. I really appreciate that, each and every one of you, because the more likes we get, the more engagement we get. Therefore, when this video inevitably goes static, we will get pushed up on the search for crypto and get more views, likes, more subs, and we keep growing. So if you want this community to grow that you're part of, you just hit that like button, and that's how it works, right? There you go. Craig Neve says Zcash is at its lowest price since May of 2017. Get wrecked, Zcash. Arthur Beeswax says Patreon has been helpful for us for sure. I'm glad to hear that, Arthur, man. Really appreciate it. Okay. Thanks, Ryson, man. Are you singing a song, dude? Oh yeah, blank. Make an announcement even if there's nothing to announce. Or what about the Charlie Lee one that I posted, man? That was pretty hilarious too. Yeah, we've got all kinds of memes going on in our Discord. They're hilarious. It's been a while, but you're back. Well, I'm happy you're back, Don Levine. Happy to see you. Always, dude. Hello at T-Low92. Good seeing you. We did TA on XLM very early in the stream. Yes, it was like the first one we looked at. Uh-oh, special analysis. Sounds scary, man. CX, hey, what's up, Bitcoin Andy? Great to see you, man. To Jesus, man. Let him know that, hey, man, I like him. Okay. It's hilarious. That whole world is so crazy, man. Right, Bitcoin Andy, man? Oh, I'm scrolling through chat. Almost done. All right, made it through. Hey, Kappa Dappa, man. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. More memes coming in the near future. Sounds incredible. Me too, Eric, man. Me too. So sorry about the bad news on your Tron Connect, but again, it's not surprising. Okay, not surprising at all. Only surprising if you're not watching this show. Alright, let's go to Yum Brands. Yum Brands, I believe they own like Nestle and a bunch of other stuff. KFC, whatever. A lot of fast food restaurants, KFC. Actually posted a huge grid sheet showing all the major companies, what they own. Okay, like Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Yum Brands, and a few others. Shows they own like everything together, like these 5-6 companies. Yum's one of them. Great velocity trend. Good God. This thing is gone to space. Wonderful, man. Absolutely wonderful. Thing's been around on this chart since 1997. Sweet, man. Looks like it's been a nice trend since then, too. Very cool. Let's see what we can do here. Unbelievable, man. So I'm trying to think here if we should use this touch point 1 and 2 here, but then that would make us outside for real. So I really like this touch point 1 and 2, and then just 3 here, obviously making adjustments. You can see all this hard line support. It's unbelievable. Seems like we pivoted right at the 25% trend line here and used the 50% as a resistance before breaking the upside. And now it looks like we're using that 75% trend line as a pivot point. Now we're below it and back above it, and now we're at the very top. We have a channel. It seems like it's been going on since 2007, man. Beautiful. So that's our overall trend is extremely bullish. So now we can zoom in on the daily, take a look at our more shorter term trend, even though short term's kind of a joke because we're talking like 2.5 years. All right. Oh wow, it's like we almost fell out. It's like we did fall out. We had this shorter term trend, again, 2.5 years, but you see that? We fell out, then double bottomed, got right back in. A lot of things did scary stuff like this kind of recently, of their more shorter term but long term trends. But they shot right back in, and look where we're currently at, hitting that heart line of the shorter term trend that we're in. Okay, and maybe I don't want to get rid of it. I know it confuses people. It's not confusing me. I love it. Like, I would die without this tool now. Like, I don't know how I could survive without it. But I just if we adjusted here, if we adjusted now, and because remember, when you have false breakouts like that on low volume, you adjust, and look what happens when we adjust. The more respect that we get. And that just gives us more validity. And it seems like making an adjustment, we now are above the heart line, but still right at the top trend line of the 2007 bull run that we're in. And I mean, you could do Fibonacci if you wanted to, but we're literally at all-time highs right now. Like, we're at it. Okay. Huh. Seems like two diverging trend lines, kind of, maybe? Trying to make sense of kind of what's happening right now. See, it's just kind of like this, okay, that makes sense. Let me, I don't want to make things too complicated for people tuning in that have never seen this and like, what is going on? I'm so scared. It's like, don't be scared, man. It's just, you have to understand, we're looking at the daily and we're looking at a lot of historical data, a ton of it. And so we're looking at trends within trends within trends, and that's a reality, and that happens, right? So we have the overall bullish trend that stems back to 2007. Then we have the 2.5-year bull trend, velocity trend that we've been in from the bottom to top. And now it's current that we have another trend within both these trends that is bullish. And you're soon approaching a very critical area of upsloping resistance up at $90. Very hard to break that. No point in fibbing right now because we're literally at the 100% retrace, but if you wanted to make this thing super, we could swing out and swing low. And the 1272 will put us at 9105.
Dude, last night I was so drunk. You mentioned something about phonetic usernames in chat and suddenly I understood the universe. You were the North Pole, I was the South Pole lol. Anyway, should I sell my music coin for Raven coin, do you think? Lucky not weed.
Well, Raven coin, isn't that one of those beanie babies that is now on Binance or something? I don't remember anymore. Dude, first off, dude, thanks so much for the Ethereum, the cryptocurrency contribution, man, the Jesus man. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that somehow you had an epiphany when, you know, but RVN, right? Is that what it is? It is Ravencoin. Let me see here. Should you? I don't know, man. It doesn't look good to me. We can go to it real quick. Thanks, dude, again, for the Ethereum, dude. Cheers, man. Okay, so that's it. 1272. If you break, you actually have broken all-time highs, and look for 9105. That's your 1272. That's your next target. Well, you got a lot of resistance, as you can see. Hope this helps. Hope you enjoyed this thorough analysis of Yum Foods. Let me know, chat. Let me know. Hey, Clint Williams Jr., thanks for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Man. Are you related to Hank Williams Jr.? If so, tell him I say hello. Gosh dang it, man. This one of these scrub coins. I can't scale it. Ah, there we go. Wait. Okay, now we're good. Okay, huge breakdown. You broke out. And then up here, Logan Avenue, the bearish divergence, man. Oh, the extreme levels, even more so. All kinds of bearish divergence. Holy crap. Jeez, man. Just crazy. Okay, so over and over and over. Well, anyway, okay, what's happening? Got a new trend we are in. Let's mess around, make sense of it all, right? We must. I don't think it even makes sense to be doing a fib channel tool now. Yep, that makes the most sense. You can't use the bottom. There's not even really touch points to make sense on the bottom side. So anchoring from the touch point 1 and 2 and then 3 on the bottom, that's how it works. And look at the heartline respect to check our math. It seems like we're Kangs. Kangs on this channel plotting. So from the swing low to, it seems, wait, no. We did swing high to swing low to get the extensions because in case we were going to break our prices. Now it's relative to supports. So I think I'll be wiser here. Candle body close, and we're touching right now, like the Jesus Man, we're touching that 886 fib node. Very interesting, but showing so much rejection on such low volume at the support, very good opportunity or a very good possibility we very well could break to the downside. Okay, I'm just saying. Great. So if you don't hold 251, you should seriously expect 237. If you don't hold 237, seriously, you should expect 203. If you don't hold 203, you should expect 185. You get it. Okay, man. Great. That's it. I can't tell you to buy into this. I would never tell one to buy into this. I'm not going to tell one to buy into anything. I'll just tell one where low areas of risk are, where high areas are, high risk and low risk where they are. Okay, and right now I'm not really convinced on any of this crap. These are just scrub coins. You're run of the mill. Oh, Ravencoin does all this stuff. Okay, well, sorry. Even if it does something, it's hard to value it. It's hard to put any kind of value on it, man. So like some Class C bullish divergence. So nothing really special about this. Could very well continue breaking down. I don't know why it wouldn't. All right. Okay, great. So, hello, Matt Thompson. Whew. Good God, man. I've been live for 1 hour and 50 minutes now. How does this even work? Yeah, you'll have to find. I can't just do an angry face. You'll have to keep watching, right, for that.
Mitch has shown me the ways of the technical dark side. I've gone from selling the dips and buying the tops to going all in on coins like Scrub Coin. Mitch Connect and Visa Bank. Show your support and moon the like button. Can you taste the flavor crystals?
Can I taste the flavor crystals? Wait, so it's not real coffee? Y'all seen that skit? Ever? Any of y'all ever seen that skit, man? It's so funny, man, with Chris Farley. Oh my god.
The things I gotta do to get the message out there. Holy cow, crypto is useful after all. I said I'll buy ETH even if it's a scam. I stuck to my word. Love is the answer. You looking great today, Mitch. Did someone test out the donut alert yet?
I believe so. Elon Musk, thanks for the Ethereum, man. And then Ryzen, thanks for the Ethereum,
Can you
man.
imagine if I had smoke to do rather than down a few beers when you made me understand the cosmos? I wouldn't have lived to tell the tale. So is it a joint? If you want more pork chat like the best arrest ever, search Cheech and Chong LSD lol.
Have I ever? I don't think I've ever searched. What was it? Cheech and Chong LSD? No, I've not ever searched that, man. Glad to hear that you had an epiphany and it went well for you. And I'm just happy that I was able to be a part of it. All right. And yeah, we haven't had a 420 yet today, have we? So you're not going to hear the "is that a joint" until 420 tips. That's like the whole point of it. So like I'm not going to abuse it. You know, unless there's a very large tip or it's a 420 tip, right? So they're just... And I don't know why Stream Elements isn't working for some people. I just don't understand. So, but it's working for other people. So, I don't know, man. Do we ever look at Bitcoin on here? Absolutely. At the beginning of the show, top of the hour, always, man. So, yes. J-Rock, you know that, I thought. Nicholas, I use both still. I definitely use both. What's up, Randy Bobandy, man? That will be worth less in an hour at this rate. Oh well. Hello, Emma. Welcome. Hello, Ayash. Yeah, you might not have, you sure you had the log scale set, Ayash, when you did that? Because you got to make sure that's set. Otherwise, you're not going to have it. Yeah, it's sitting currently at 1,265. I can't believe it. 1,500 we'll have Viking Night. Unbelievable. Thanks, Emma. Appreciate that. Ephemeral Majesty, what if you tip 420 or 420,000? You'll still get the sound bit. I control it still. I don't know if I'll have the sound bit exactly the way I want it. I prefer it not to have the curse words in it. That would, you know, just for the sake of the way I do things. So, but everything was great at the beginning. But no, I have not set the variation yet where, so pretty much by tonight anyway, and that doesn't even matter because $420 tips like are very, very rare, so it's not even a big deal, but I'll have it tonight if that ever happens again. Talking in a year, 2 years, whatever, whenever, if it ever happens. Yeah, the Elon emoji ball is hilarious, okay? Where you'll see him, it'll be a huge emoji ball with him smoking, and then the Tesla logo, so... Aniket Patel, Mr. Patel, thank you so much, man, for the sub on YouTube. I really appreciate that, dude. Seriously. Welcome to the show and the fam. Oh, you were being funny? Yeah, we look at Bitcoin about 5 times a show, pretty much, dude. We'll give it a try at 25 and 75. What happened, Tilo? Hey, Damian Parsons, thanks for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Man, welcome, dude. All right, Raven Coin. Holy crap, man, we've covered a lot. And we're like 2 minutes away, no less than 2 minutes away for the local ETH, so we're just gonna wait for that. All right. Samson, we actually already looked at that earlier in the show. Analyzed it. We're just making our way to that measured move. Just continue sawing off. Currently sitting at 1.308 cents, with the measured move being at 1.162 cents. Okay. The 420 tip will be different than the 420 because you can't tell it's Elon with the smaller size. Exactly. Yeah, we're working on a new 420 tip. It's going to be nuts. The following 3 methods, blue. Give me like 2 seconds. We're like less than a minute away from your local ETH. Okay, so now I guess what we could do is start out on the daily, but I don't think we have that confirmed a real pattern to that. Remember, there are strict guidelines and criteria of those 5 candlestick patterns, and they must be met, and otherwise they're quite possibly not going to be interpreted the way you might think they would be. Okay. So 15 seconds now. I'm just hanging. Look, again, I've been live 2 hours now. All right, coming off a 9-hour stream or whatever it was. Okay, so just bear with me. It is now time for your local on the 8s. Let's go to Bitcoin. Gonna go to the daily. Following 3 methods, I don't... So if you're talking about 1, 2, 3, and 4, obviously tomorrow would have to be a very large red candle. Second off, I think you have an invalid pattern. Well, so the criteria according to Bulkowski is your first green candle and your third green candle have to both be green. The middle one can be red or green, it doesn't matter. And then your next day's candle has to be lower than your first candle, your first large candle. It has to be a lower low, and that would give us what we're looking for. But this needs to close on the daily green, according to Bulkowski. And the thing is, also another thing that gives you reliability is we have a red candle, and we want our first and fifth candle that are red to have much more volume than the 3 that are held within the first and fifth candle. And right here you have this third candle of the middle 3. It is matching this volume, so it doesn't make it near as strong as a pattern.
Neo USD, if you had to choose, which price will be hit first in dollars or $25?
See, that's tough, man. It's really tough. There's a possibility. I mean, we hit 25. From when I called the bottom, we hit $25. But for now, I'm uncertain. We can go back. Hold on, I have it up, I think. It's almost like trying to figure out what will Bitcoin do. Hey, look, Ripple's pumping or moving up. That's good. Man, I don't know. I think that you have a lot of support between $15.60 and $16.50. If we can't hold that, we're screwed. I want to know what happens when we do break to the upside, because I think we're going to very soon break to the upside, but it will probably just be a much lower high than that $25 high that we saw, and then we'll probably just break down again to lower prices. It's a tough question, man. It's speculative, and I can't give you a real answer on that. Okay. Sweet Anthony, man. Thanks, Samson. Sorry, just bind on chat. What's up, Ruby? Welcome. Team Coffee House. That's right, Team Argentina, man. I got some backup. I got the Cavalry coffee coming in, and just more blends. I can't wait. I feel like a chemist, a mad chemist, mixing up all these coffee beans together. It almost feels sinful. So good. Irwin Coffee. Amazing. Is it dark in my room, Gustavo? No, this is just Twitch. Twitch, you want to show him what happens, what you can do if you're on Twitch. You actually can change the lighting. I don't know if anyone's even in there. We got 10 people in Twitch right now, so can y'all do that real quick? Unless it's broken. Which it could be broken. That's Erwin with an E, not an I. That's right, Booyakasha. Anthony. But I don't even know if people are even listening on Twitch. I don't see anyone. There we go, right? Did someone just change the lighting? Yeah, there we go. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate that. It's just delayed. So people can change the lighting if they want to on that platform. On the hourly, you see some sort of inverse engine. How? But look, man. I know people want to make the argument that this is a shoulder, head, right shoulder. Dude, that is not an inverse engine. No one is interpreting that way. Even if we broke the upside, it wouldn't be because someone saw an inverse. People around the world saw an inverse shoulder. There's nothing textbook about it. This is so choppy. The shoulders are so oblong. Oblong shoulders make it to where your pattern's not even going to be reliable. I don't see that. I see what is wrong with seeing a descending broadening wedge. What's wrong with that? Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Why can't it just be that simple? Okay. But you gotta be happy at least in the shortest of short terms, that you're making consecutive higher candle body closes than your previous one. So 1, here's your first one, 2, and then 3. And this is a very powerful. This is bullish. It's like super bullish right here. Having 2 hammers like that next to each other, red to green. You have like a bullish engulfing hammer after a previous hammer. Okay, and whatever hammer, it's got this. Obviously, it's got a little bit of a sell-off up here, but either way, man, you know what you have to do. You have to break the downtrend of the pattern. That's your resistance. Until then, you're scrubs. Okay, everything will work out. It'll run up and it'll test it. If it fails, you're gonna see much lower prices. If it runs up, it could very well break it. Okay. So it's that simple, man. It's just a pattern that's developing, and it takes time for these patterns to develop to become reliable, all right? They could become much larger. Just saying. Just saying. Thanks so much for the 190 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. Really appreciate that. I've been live 2 hours and 5 minutes now. Technically overtime right now. Unreal. Thanks, Hydration Bot. Good God, man. Try hard to Ethereum. Not much of that going on with Ethereum, right? Okay, man. So that's about it with the pattern, and then we should move on to Ethereum real quick. Look at that dumpster fire. Okay, sim triangle broke out bearishly at the sim triangle, and then hit the measure move. Once we hit the measure move, bounce, consolidated for a moment, looked like a bear pull, bear flag, but then just continued to break down, retrace, lower highs, break down, lower lows. Just can't find demand. No one wants this. Oh my God.
What rub do you put in your special ribs recipe? I want you to rub me with a special recipe too. Your arms are turning me on. Your manly Alabamian aesthetics are irresistible. Every time you sip out of that beer, I get all right and hot.
Oh yeah, I'm so hot. Can't have it. Thanks so much. Oh, it feels so good. Hey, Coffee, and thanks for the follow on Twitch. Jeez, man. Thanks for the Ethereum, KIV. Really do appreciate that. The cryptocurrency contributions. Oh my God. I think that, wow, the Streamlabs jar has never, ever beaten the Stream Elements jar. As you can see behind the sexual emoji balls, there are the standard cryptos that fall in the jar every time someone tips crypto. So, that's interesting. Never seen anything like that before. What time does the candle close on the daily? Yes, less than an hour, Blue. Less than an hour. Talking like 52 minutes. How do you change the colors? Exclamation mark and then whatever color you want, alright, man? That's how you do it. Recovery looks like a maggot, man. Well, you know, I mean, it happens. It's a very low volume. It's like back to pre-FOMO levels. Hey, Richard Lalonde. Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Man, welcome, dude. Glad you're here. That's right, Shaylan. That's right. Can't touch the crypto that's tipped to me. It has to stay in the portfolio. It never becomes fiat. It never changes. So whatever you tip me in, that's the one you want me to invest in, okay? Oh. Alright, so anyway. You are making lower lows with positive momentum. You are now, in fact, making established bullish divergence on the RSI, giving a little bit more hope that we could see a break to the upside on this exhaustion flag after a very large impulse down on high levels of volume. The volume has stayed strong, pretty freaking strong, but it's tapering off some, right? Tapering off, but still much, much higher than average. It's just like there's just not many, no one is buying this. No one wants this right now. It's pretty obvious. Anyone with money thinks that this could go much lower, and people are just not going long. They're either sidelining or shorting Ethereum. Hey Julia, good to see you. Really glad I was able to see you today. All right, just for tuning in for a moment. All right, I know you're busy. Taper inning. What happened? Greg Hale Doge. Okay. Yeah, we can look at Doge again. Well, let's go to Ripple first, knock that out, look on the 8 stuff, and then we'll go to Doge. Okay, zooming out, so you get the grander scope of vision, the extremely bearish trend that we are in, that we've been in since since 420. Elon Musk's favorite day. It's been terrible, lower highs, lower lows ever since then. And once we broke that short established support We fell to where the next candle body high close was from 42 cents. It was at 28 cents. This was it right here. It was a weak support because it was just one candle body high close. Then we broke down to more formidable levels of support, which is really where we are right now. But you know, once we hit these levels, we showed triple MACD bullish divergence, triple RSI bullish divergence. Everyone knows that watches this show regularly. We've covered it day by day.
Is that a bird? Is that a plane? Is that a joint? Is that weed? Is that a rocket? Is that an ambient bottle? Is that a joint? Is it legal? Can I smoke it? Can I feel it? Can I suck it in? Can I feel it down my lungs? Can I blow smoke tricks? Is that a joint?
Marijuana's bad.
Thanks so much, Elon Musk, for the multiple dollars of Ethereum again. The Jesus man. Thanks, man. Is it? Is it a joint, man? Maybe. It very well could be. Okay. Blue, you're saying triple bullish divergence or no because the MACD momentum isn't there. It's weird, man. It's like you can't call it divergence. I sometimes just jokingly call it like class A plus bullish divergence because it's like when you're showing lower levels of negative momentum and you're making lower lows, that's the divergence. But sometimes towards the end of your absolutely disgusting breakdowns, you will make lower prices and show positive momentum. Just like with Bitcoin showing higher prices after all this bearish divergence, it was then showing negative momentum while slowly, with bot action, making higher prices, which that was tipping us off that we were about to get destroyed. And sure enough, we got destroyed. So that's it, man. Oh yeah. So anyway, you know, with Ripple, you gotta really love today because our descending triangle, this is a bearish pattern, hit target. You gotta love today because of that. But you can't argue and say that, look now, we have bullish divergence at critical areas of support. Hey Rozu, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus person, thanks so much. Great to see you. You see what I'm saying? When you're getting bullish divergence with the horizontal line support, not only just where we had it, there's a reason why we pivoted there. Because if you look left, it's just really the last place we had any kind of support. So we talked about at the beginning of the show, yes, 2 hours and 14 minutes ago. If we couldn't hold this, we could easily see 22 cents, 21 cents, 20 cents, then 18.9 cents. They're all supports of some kind.
Cheech and Chong's acid scene is brilliant. Lol. Can we watch it on YouTube? Please, oh please? Lol. Elon Musk is the panacing guy. Joe Rogan is the stoner.
Hey Fanta, thanks for the cryptocurrency contribution. Could I get some sort of confirmation from people that I won't get banned for that? Playing, I don't know, that. Thanks, Fanta Man, for the cryptocurrency contribution. Jesus, man, welcome. Of course, Blue Man, anytime, dude. Any freaking time. All right. It does. Blockchain Bandit. Japanese candles. They come from Japan. And you can thank a guy named Steve Neeson in the late 80s for bringing them to the West and modernizing them or whatever. Okay. Hello, Mr. Shalucky. Welcome. Welcome. It's on YouTube. How bad can it be? It can be real bad. I know, it's just not wholesome, right? You got people doing acid or something. Well, it's only a minute long, right? So, I don't know, man. I'm not playing an 8-minute clip, alright?
Man, I can't breathe, man. Well, here, hey, man. Hey, I got something to mellow you out, man. You're just freaking out. Here.
You never smoked no shit like that before.
Take these,
what?
man. Take these. This'll mellow you out, man.
What is that, man?
Let's take them, man. Oh. Hey, don't take those, man.
What?
I almost gave you the wrong shit, man.
Hey, man, I already took them, man.
Oh.
Hey, what do you mean? Oh.
Wow, man.
Hey, what was that shit, man?
You just ate the most acid I've ever seen anybody eat in my life.
Hey, man, I never had no acid before, man.
Please, I hope you're not busy for about a month.
Shit, I'm gonna die, man.
Well, there you go, Vanded Man. I did not scam. I played it. I played it for you, man. All right. Okay, so there you go. That was for Phantom Man. Actually, let's go to Doge, and I think we need to look at Ford maybe after that. I don't know. Maybe we should be wrapping it up soon. I mean, I definitely should be I need to, like, calm down. Okay, I'm... Hold on a sec. Okay, so, you know, there's a very good chance possibly we could break the upside, but how high we go is unknown. Could just run up and test the top side of this downsloping channel that we're in and fail and then break lower prices. And if we, again, can't hold this 25-cent range, see it, the 1414, which is 23.7 cents. All right. I mean, I guess, Fanta, sure, man. Whatever you want, dude. Whatever you want, alright? So what do you think? Should I just take it easy and get out of here? I mean, on time. I'm actually overtime, but on time for me, I guess. So we've looked at a decent lot. Doge and then Ford, and then we'll find out about that, alright? Okay, false breakout of that channel. Seems like we respected it really. Look how we're respecting the bottom trend line of it. So, being regarded as a king, this little channel. You're showing the first negative. Well, I guess you showed a little bit right here on the 9th, but really, you hadn't seen real negative momentum since like the 6th. So, there you go, man. Pivoting off of it, pivoting off the 20 MA. You could maybe possibly just keep going. Very real possibility. Just hold within the parameters of this channel. If you break it, then you could be over. Take it easy. All right. I can do that. I can take it easy. Knock out Ford real quick for Chile. Here's your daily. So, you know, back from July 2014, we've been in a clear bear trend, and what I'm going to do real quick is just use my fib channel tool here. Okay, so a clear downtrend for years now. Years. Sweet. And really since then, what's happened? Huge breakdown. Nice rally. Probably made a 61% retrace from a swing out of swing low. And then once we hit our proper retraces and a bear trend, we broke down to lower prices. Now, probably just in a shorter term trend that stems back to January of this year. Interesting. It's almost like a wedge, doesn't it? Almost like some sort of daily falling wedge. Yeah, use that heart line as the bottom trend line of it. But we're like kind of out of it, so I don't know, man. Looks like crap either way. So I don't know, man. So you're below the heart line of this downtrend. We've seen it before. I'm not sure if we'll pivot here, but showing some 1, 2, 3, 4. Showing extreme levels of bullish divergence. I don't care who you are, what trend you're in, what's going on. I'm just telling you the way it is on the chart. You've been beaten down tremendously. Okay, so all kinds of bullish divergence on the way down. So we're making the lowest lows of the, the lowest lows we've seen of this entire bear trend, man.
I bought Thomas Bukowski's Encyclopedia and Getting Started with Chart Patterns books. Now I just ordered Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques by Steve Nissen because I heard you say it's a good book. Do you think it will complement Bukowski's stuff?
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, man, Bukowski, he's got his own stuff on candlesticks and candle patterns and all that, but you're really just going to learn a lot more about price action and how it does talk about market psychology, stuff like that in there. So, yeah, man, it does. They're both geniuses, all right? So, I wouldn't be recommending that book if I didn't think so, right? So. But thanks for the $5 and change of Ethereum, the Jesus Man. Thanks for all the crypto contributions, man. All right. Yeah, this is forward coin heads. Yes, absolutely. F indeed, yeah. Hey, the Silent Kiwi, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Jeez, man, welcome. You're asking what, are we showing that on the Australian US dollar on the daily chart? In the daily? No, I don't see that at all. On the daily chart for this pair, no. Not at all, no. You're asking if I see this for this pair? Not at all. Nah, man. Just a huge impulse. You're seeing 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, normally it's going to be more proportionate. I mean, there's nothing really happening here. It's just 1, 2, 3, just bearish consolidation. If you look at the 4 hours, probably just a bear pole, bear flag. That's probably all it is. It's not a falling 3 methods, all right? No. Just to answer your questions, Black Monkey Anvils. Good to see you, man. As always, all right? Just a little late in the show. 25 minutes overtime. So 2 hours, 25 minutes have been live. Crazy. You've been lurking for a while. Great content, man. I really do appreciate that, Silent Kiwi, man. Really, really appreciate that. The Jesus, man. Okay, so, All right. It's been a wonderful show, very focused, very oriented on analyzing the stocks and coins, and it seems like currencies too. So I'll be back tonight for episode 102 of TA with Mitch Ray. Remember, on your way out, please hit that like button, that bell, that sub to help me grow. So again, I'll be back at 11 Eastern this evening. We're going to see what happens with Bitcoin when the daily closes in like 30 minutes, 34 minutes. So until next time, respect the TA. Sorry, I didn't. The phonetics bugging out, not doing what it should do. So sorry about that, Ryson, man. I don't know what it said, but I really appreciate the crypto contribution in the end. So if you ever tip me on any screen, whether it's BRB or thanks for watching or starting soon, I'm gonna recognize it. So thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all tonight. Okay.